It's a blast, and I think my favorite part about getting to play with them every night is just the fact that Parker's just so unapologetically Parker. He doesn't care about the hype of anything. It's all just very, I'm gonna do what I do, and I think this is cool, and I don't care who's listening or who isn't listening. And that's, I think, what is so cool to see. And he's just a great dude, and his whole crew is amazing, and it's been a blast for sure. Well, so I've really had the craziest last like 2 years, with a lot of health stuff with my whole family and myself, which kind of just added on to it. But yeah, my dad had cancer for the 5th time. My mom had a heart attack. On top of that, I was diagnosed with Brugada syndrome, which a lot of my dad's side of the family has, and it just kind of became this crazy thing. But I think the toughest part is that I'm still learning about it every day. I really don't know as much as I'd like to know, because there really isn't like a ton that we can know. I think from what I've been told, it's the kind of syndrome that nothing really affects you until it does, and it's fatal, and that's just kind of the way that it goes. So yeah, it's one of those things that a lot of people on my dad's side, they've unfortunately, out of nowhere, without even knowing they had it, just had a cardiac episode and they were gone. And that's kind of just like what it is. And so there's really nothing to do about it or not do about it. It's just kind of something I'm living with, and it doesn't affect anything with my daily life, shows, adrenaline, like nothing. It's just one of those things that I have, and I kind of just know that could be something that takes me someday, and that sounds very weird and morbid, but at the same time, it's just, I'm learning every day more about it, and there's really just not a whole lot you can do. It just kind of is what it is, and hopefully I live a long, happy, healthy life. I think the best part about country music, and honestly, just music in general, is that people are collaborating so much more nowadays. I don't know if it's just because of the nature of that we're putting more music out, like at a more rapid pace or what, but it just feels like everybody wants to collaborate. All the headliners want to bring their openers out. It just feels like this very collaborative, fun community environment right now in music. So it's been fun. I mean, like my music and Jelly Roll's music is very different, but getting to come up on stage and sing with him and his whole crew was a blast. We're great friends. He's the sweetest in the whole world. And Luke Bryan was a huge inspiration of mine growing up. So it was cool to get to go on tour with him and then also go on stage with him every night. I learned a lot from both of them, but my personal dream collaboration has always been Ed Sheeran. I think he is so amazing. He's so talented, and he just seems like the realest, coolest dude. And I think that's somebody I would love to just get to collaborate with in a writing room, or do a song together or something. He's been on my bucket list of dream collabs for a while. Luke, I've always said this, and I will always say this because it has always stuck with me since we've toured together. We were talking about set lists one time, and he was saying that a lot of artists that he's seen make the mistake of getting so glued to the bit, getting so glued to their set list, getting so glued to the show, saying the same things every night, that they miss the nuances of the crowds every night. Because live music, the reason why it's so special is because you're not just setting a speaker up and hitting play for them to listen to a master. You're engaging, you're experiencing, you're talking to them. There's a different group of humans every night in these venues, and so you just, the vibe, the energy is all going to be different. So Luke was the one who was like, man, if I could tell anybody, this advice, I would. It's just rehearse and have your band know your stuff and know the songs that you might want to play, but then just throw that out the window and have a good time.